Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here. So in today's video, I experimented a little bit with Revenant's new climbing buff. So if you don't know, in the most recent Apex Legends update for the Genesis Collection event, Revenant got a couple of changes, and most notably, he got a buff to how high he can actually climb. And I believe that passive is called Stalker or whatever. And basically, it allows him to climb much further than he previously was able to, which before wasn't all that impressive, to be honest, for a robot assassin. But now it is much better and very useful in a lot of situations. So I wanted to test to see how high Revenant can actually go now. So I went into World's Edge and tried to climb the tall skyscrapers, but unfortunately a lot of these buildings have like lips when you get a little bit higher that prevent you from like climbing up. So I would imagine they thought of that when making these buildings. So I went onto buildings that you can actually get up on the roof of, and a lot of these buildings you can actually scale all the way up to the top without having any problem whatsoever. Same for the building with the 2 zip lines at the end of the building. You can get up this building no problem whatsoever. They even showed it in the dev stream itself. So there's a lot of buildings that you can get up without any issue. So I went over to the firing range and wanted to see how high you can actually go, and if there's actually a limit on how high you can climb with Revenant. So I looked for the highest climbable or scalable object that is in a straight line. So it happens to be a piece of this structure right here, and as you can see, you can't quite get to the end of this. So there is a certain limit as to how high Revenant can get, and this seems to be it. So I found another pipe just around that structure, the yellow pipe here, and that is pretty much the exact measurement of how high you could actually get with Revenant in a single go up. So I climbed this yellow pipe all the way up to the top, and at the end you can see he's kind of slowing down. So I was curious to see and compare with other legends on the same pipe how high they could go up compared to Revenant now. And as you can see, using Lifeline here, you barely get up to the first joint in the yellow pipe and then end up falling off. As for Revenant, you go up all the way to the top, the end of the pipe, no problem whatsoever. And here it is in third-person perspective. It also seems like when Revenant is climbing, he gets a small speed boost when he starts climbing, and then it progressively gets a little bit slower once you're at the peak of the climb. So when you're getting towards the end of how high you can actually climb with Revenant, the speed at which he's climbing seems to slow down a little bit, but not that much. But that is an incredible difference between the legends and even before. I don't even think Revenant could have gotten half up that yellow pipe, but it is definitely an incredibly powerful buff. And just know that from now on, you are not safe on any high ground whatsoever. Revenant can come and push you off that high ground if he needs to, so just be aware. Always have your head on a swivel, especially in World's Edge where there's a lot of high rooftops that you can get onto. Well, Revenant is probably not far behind. But anyways, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.